It's the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report brought to you by Moline Seed and Fence. They're proud to sponsor the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Moline Seed and Fence is your local dealer for Riviera custom gates, goat and sheep pens, along with Mountain View sheep and goat equipment. You check out a long list of equipment and all their fencing supplies when you visit their website, MolineSeedandFence.com. That's MolineSeedandFence.com. From fencing supplies to the best leather gloves and work boots, check it all out, MolineSeedandFence.com. For the week ending July 1st, the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market was mostly steady with the week prior. From our last report, though, when we actually delved deep into the markets, I'd call the market 10 to 15 softer, kind of as an aggregate average across it. You want to break down the individual markets. Hair lambs seem to be a little bit more softer, maybe 20, 25, 100 weight. Goats on the lower end, they've dropped to probably 35, 40, 100 weight. But then on that upper end of goats, they've really seemed to have held pretty strong, because 2 weeks ago, we didn't see many of these $100, $150, 100 weight goats. Seemed to a lot more of those starting to enter into the picture. So more of a quality line where it comes. Good quality livestock still bringing good quality prices. Of course, that seasonal average that we typically see this time of year, that's still very active, very in play, so nothing too exciting when it comes to that. With it, the ethnic market demand seems to have slacked off with the passing of the Festival of Sacrifice holiday. That has allowed for demand for these heavier finished wool lambs actually to increase, and we're starting to see that demand on those midweight 80, 90 pounders starting to back off. So if you missed last week's episode of the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report, I encourage you to head back and listen to it. We talked with North Dakota State University of University of Minnesota sheep extension specialist, Dr. Travis Hoffman, and he really highlighted in there where he's held off the last couple years, but he thinks 2023 may be the year to retain and feed on some of those lambs to kind of build them up to some of these heavier weights before marketing, where the ethnic market has really helped to kind of drive the demand for those lower markets. The overall supply of heavier lambs is a little bit thinner, so there might be some reward to try and holding on to some of that stock for a little bit longer. Still a little bit back and forth, but that's where we kind of seem to be going here in the early summer months. Of course, the seasonal does kind of tend to have prices lighter here through the summer, but we definitely have not seen the erosion of prices as we did just a year ago. If southern sales are a little bit of a forecast, though, it does look like that seasonal slump may continue here in the near future, as we saw sales like producers, livestock in San Angelo note sharply lower prices for most classes of sheep and goats across there. From a consumer demand perspective this week, Independence Day or 4th of July holiday, typically not associated with lamb and higher end cuts, as some have characterized it. The 4th more of a hamburger hot dog type of holiday. However, there could be some lamb and goat burgers going on the grill this year. Beneficial rains along the high plains have helped to return a lot of grass to the area that had been hit with drought the last couple years. Only problem is we've kind of shifted the drought further to the east now. How high a density a stock population is it there? That's up for debate, but given the thinner stock populations in general, sheep and goats across the U.S., this still could be affecting some farmer flocks across that entire region. So kind of give and take as to whether we're really seeing a stabilization of the herd or still in herd liquidation, because now it's just a new area that's under some of that drought pressure. As we look out in terms of other inputs into the market this week, the grain complex pretty mixed overall. Corn was sharply lower on Friday. Soybeans higher, with the latest USDA data reporting nearly 94 million acres of corn planted, only 83 million acres of soybeans planted. So it was back and forth there. Highlighted quotes on the week: Centennial Livestock sold 100 head, 94-pound wool lambs for 202 100 weight average, or $190 a head. Upper end of that draft brought 215 100 weight, that's $202 a head. Centennial also sold 63 head of 112-pound wither goats for $293 a hundredweight, or $329 a head average. The upper end of the wither goats bringing $357 a hundredweight. That's $400 a head. There's still, again, some of that late Festival of Sacrifice demand there. We'll see if they don't drop off coming in next week. Kelowna, Iowa sold 278 head, 103-pound wool lambs for $197 a hundredweight, $203 a head. Upper end of the draft brought $210 a hundredweight, or $216 a head. Sioux Falls Regional Livestock sold 38 head of 55-pound feeder wool lambs for $235 a hundredweight, or $129 a head. Sioux Falls also sold 464 head of 127-pound slaughter wool lambs for $210 a hundredweight, or $267 a head. Producers Livestock in San Angelo, Texas sold 42 head of 66-pound slaughter hair lambs for $240 a hundredweight, or $158 a head. San Angelo also sold 15 head of 1 to 2 year old replacement hair ewes weighing 108 pounds for $170 a head as well. Lamb slaughter on the week, 33,000 head estimated through Saturday. That was an was a decrease of 1,000 head from last week and 1,000 head from last year. Year-to-date lamb slaughters, 920,000 head, 5.3% above or 46,000 head more than the prior year's lamb slaughter. Live lamb weights this week, 126 pounds, unchanged from the prior week, and a decrease of 10 pounds from last year. Dressed lamb weights were 64 pounds on the average. That was unchanged from last week, and a decrease of 5 pounds from last year. Here's your regional price breakdown on the wool lambs: 20 to 40 pounders, 185 to 250 a hundredweight; 40 to 70 pound wool lambs, 145 to 235 a hundredweight; 70 pounds and up, 150 to 210 a hundredweight. On the hair lambs, 20 to 40 pounds, $100 to $150 a hundredweight; 40 to 70 pound hair lambs, 110 to 240 a hundredweight; 70 pounds and up on the hair lambs, 160 to 227 a hundredweight. On the wool ewes, slaughter ewes, 30 to 107.50 a hundredweight; slaughter rams, 35 to 137.50 a hundredweight. Hair ewes on the replacement quality, $170 to $230 a head; slaughter hair ewes, $50 to $165 a head; hair rams, $100 to $260 a hundredweight. On the kid goats, 20 to 40 pounders, $100 to $250 a hundredweight; 40 to 70 pounders, $100 to $300 a hundredweight; 70 pounds and up, $200 to $440 a hundredweight. On the withers, 70 pounds and up, $225 to $405 a hundredweight; slaughter does, medium and fleshy, $110 to $250 a head; replacement quality does, $145 to $300 a head. On the slaughter bucks, $183 to $240 a hundredweight; breeding bucks not available on this report. And that is a look at your Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Have a happy 4th of July weekend.